Hello guys, and welcome to it's not a haul video, it's a deck showing video. As you can tell by the title, it's going to be my rainbow deck. And after this I'm going to have a little chin wag. So yeah, first of all, the deck box that it comes in, we have a bog standard crappy red one, which is also home to my fusion cards, yeah, for my Uber deck, I like to call it. That's the one with all my Egyptian god cards in it. The deck protectors that I have these with is that one. I thought they were pretty cool. Okay, right, so basically we'll do the traps first, magic or spell cards, and then we'll go into the monsters. Probably one of my smallest decks I own. It's like that thick, so it's not a very big deck. Right, okay, let's crack straight onto it, and I'll do the comments and everything after I go to the deck. So my first trap card is Crystal Counter. Try and get rid of the glare. So that's my first card for this deck. Second card, we have three of these. It's Crystal Reiki. Three of them. Next off, we have Last Resort. One of them. Last one for the trap cards is a Crystal Pair, which is that one. Magic stroke spell cards, we have three Crystal Promise. Two Crystal Release. Three Crystal Abundance. We have three Crystal Blessings. One Reload. Don't know why. Two Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. One Mystical Space Typhoon. Two Crystal Trees. And three Crystal Beacons. So that's it for the magic stroke spell cards. As for creatures, now there's only one card I'm missing out of this deck, which is the Rainbow Dragon. And I think if I do get into playing Yu-Gi-Oh again, there's certain cards I'm thinking about picking up off eBay. They are quite cheap nowadays compared to what there was when I first started playing. First off, we have, I don't know why. Okay. Green Baboon, Defender of the Forest. Next up, we have a card called Maisie. Oh, who's that Maisie? She don't like looking at herself for some reason. What? Next, we have three Crystal Beast Emerald Tortoise. Two Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. Another one of them. I gave one away ages ago because I didn't think I was going to build a rainbow deck. We have three Crystal Beast Amethyst Cat. Isn't that called? Three Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger. 3 Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle, 3 Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth, and last but not least, I told you it was a tiny deck, Crystal Beast Colbat Eagle. So that's it. Now I'll give the deck a shuffle. Now this deck is really fun to play with. I played this against numerous people, and it is really fun to play with. It really is. You know, you can get down to 25% of your life, and then wipe the board clean and get your Crystal Beasts back straight away. It's a really nice deck. Trying to think if I've ever lost a game. I must have lost a game with it before, but yeah, it's a really nice deck. I believe it's quite cheap to make up, especially with the amount of cards that I did have. I had like 3 folders full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. When I was living at home or at my mum's, and I didn't have a girlfriend, I was literally buying like 10 booster packs each week, every payday. If there's a new starter deck, I'd be buying the new starter deck and ripping it apart and starting fresh. But yeah, really fun deck to play with, Crystal Beast. I'd say it's probably one of my favourite decks to play with. It's not one of my best. Like I said, there's a few tweaks that I could do to it if I was that bothered, but hopefully we can get that changed. Like I said, there's no one I can really play with in Andover that I know of. I played my sister a few years ago. I basically give her the majority of all my old cards. She built up decks around it, but she's still quite noobish. So it's like it was playing with some of my Uber decks. I did give her a spanking in a non-rude way, and I think she beat my Uber deck once. That's because I had my god cards in my hand, but I didn't summon them. So yeah, let's check the comments before we go on to what I want to discuss. I don't think I'll have any because it's really early in the morning. It's like 7:20. There's one watching, but I think that's me. Let's just click on it again. But yeah, this might be a regular thing. Let's check the comments before we go. Yeah, might be a regular thing I do, showing off my Yu-Gi-Oh decks and Magic the Gathering decks. I did start doing them. If you look through my playlist, I've got what I call my Uber deck there, although I've tweaked it and I haven't played with it yet. Especially had a Dark Magician deck and a Uber deck, or Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. And I think I merged them together, or I took cards out of my Uber deck to improve my Dark Magician deck, because I built it up for my ex-girlfriend. It was absolutely shit, so I ripped it apart and built another deck, or a better deck with it. That's Trail of Thought. So yeah, I haven't actually tested my Uber deck out since I tweaked it a lot. It's not tournament legal. I don't think any of my decks are, apart from possibly that one. But yeah, what's the news or idea I've got brainstorming in here? I'm thinking about doing a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. It's just an idea at the moment. Basically, I'll put a few rules down regarding fusion summons, synchro summons, Egyptian god cards. Not, the Yu-Gi-Oh official rules. It'll be my rules. Yeah, so basically at the moment I'm just looking at people who may be interested. How will we do it? We'll do it on a Google Live Hangout, so we will be streaming live on YouTube. So you've got to be happy with showing your face. Basically, my idea is, especially, I'll introduce it like this, pull the laptop down, way to my crotch, obviously to the playmat, so we'll be able to see each other's cards. Hopefully we can get an even number. But yeah, I know possibly 2 people that may be interested. If that's the only 2, then it's going to be a very small tournament. But I'm pretty sure we can work something out. There'll be no prizes up for grabs. It'll just be fun. Basically, I want to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm sure the other guys who used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And don't know more would like to do the same. Other possible future tournaments I've got in mind: Magic the Gathering, probably like a PS4 tournament with Stephen and Michael taking charge of that. I've got to speak to the guys first. Xbox 360 tournaments. Pokemon, I don't play Pokemon, but I'll be happy to host the hangout if people want a Pokemon tournament. So yeah, if there's only a few people, hopefully we'll be able to do one live hangout. If not, it might have to go over two hangouts or 3. But yeah, it's a little project I want to start, and hopefully we get some people interested. I think I mentioned this on the YCC. I'd done a comment on the YCC yesterday, basically saying I used to play via the Xbox webcam sort of thing, and there's 2 guys I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With on there, and yeah, it was fun. It was fun seeing different decks. So obviously, I used to play with another guy who I don't speak to now because he's a prick and he owes me money. But yeah, the same decks all the time, and they were very weak. Basically, when you used to get the booster packs, you used to get a card with all the cards that you could get available with the booster packs, and he just built decks purely around that. Whereas I will just, I wanted a Blue Eyes deck, so I put awesome cards in it, or what I think are awesome cards. You look at the cards nowadays, they're probably shite. We was discussing this last night as well. The Egyptian God cards, when they first come out, were the dogs. They were, you couldn't get any better than the Egyptian God cards. But now, I'm pretty sure you could get something better. I'll show you what I mean. When I first bought the God cards, they were like, I got all 3 of them, and a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game for £70. I think you can pick them up on eBay for like £5 each now. But they're the 3 Egyptian God cards, if you don't know what they are. You're probably thinking, why are they in a folder and not in your decks? I have multiple copies of these cards. In my Uber deck, I've got all 3 of the God cards in my deck. And in my Dark Magician, I think I've got Obelisk and Slifer. So, I've got 3 copies of these 2, and 2 copies of Winged Dragon, one of them obviously being here. Oh my god, this is well. But out of all the cards that I had that weren't in a deck, these are the only cards that I've got left. Obviously, part of the ones that are in my deck. Let's get them out and I'll show you. Certain ones I kept for memory, if you know what I mean. So we'll start. It's well dusty. We'll start around the back. So basically, that was the first card I ever owned, or one of them. We've got Barrel Dragon, Buster Blader, Spirit Reaper. I've kept that there just in case I want to tweak a little bit. Exchange, Diffusion Wave Motion, Card Destruction, Change of Heart. These bad boys. I've tried to get every single variant that I could of Blue Eyes White Dragon, and I think I've got all but one, unless there's been some new ones released. So I'm going to get these out. So we have that version of Blue Eyes White Dragon. No, I might have all of them actually. I think I might now. We've got that version of Blue Eyes. There was another one where there's basically like a tombstone at the background instead of the moon. I believe I've got that as well. But yeah, I love Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is my favourite creature in the whole game. I did have quite a few copies of this. I think I've only got the one now, which I'm quite gutted at. I don't know what I've done with the others, but that's the original Blue Eyes White Dragon card. It's a bit of a tuft at the bottom, so I'd love to get a few more of these. I think I've got about 3 copies of this as well. If you watch the movie, Yu-Gi-Oh movie, you'll know this. It's a Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. That beats a God card if you play it right. Now I was after one of these for ages, and I think I've got like four copies of it now. 2 different variants. So Dark Magician Girl. Might have 3 variants, I'm not sure. And then I won't get the rest of it, but we've got Valkron, the Magna Warrior, and the Magnet creatures at the bottom as well. So yeah, apart from what's in my deck, that is my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. If someone's going to say to me, would you be willing to trade your God cards or any of these cards in this folder, the answer is going to be no, I'm afraid, guys. Like I said, these are in here because they mean something to me. Obviously I've got the Blue Eyes because they're my favourite card, Dark Magician Girl, the Magnet Warriors, because I don't know why I kept them actually. I mean, it's good that I've got all 3 of them and what they transform into. And then obviously that really crappy one, the Dragon, which I can't pronounce its name, that was one of the first cards I got for Yu-Gi-Oh! Same with Barrel Dragon. Buster Blader, that's the only Buster Blader I've got. And yeah, Spirit Reaper. Which I might put back in my deck because I've just read it's quite nifty. But yeah, if you notice on the God cards, the originals, you might be able to see it. That's got blue background, red background, yellow background. I've had a look on eBay. You can actually get tournament legal cards, I believe, with the actual writing on the bottom that tells you its effect and stuff like that. The originals don't have that, as far as I know. But yeah, let me know what you think of the tournament idea. I might put a post up today for a couple of days, probably till Saturday. She was interested, get some names down, work together, see when we can, a date where we can all play together, and then draw some names out of the hat. So I can't do it. Now I can't do this Saturday because it might potentially be the quiz. Can't do it the Saturday after that because I've got a wedding party to go to, and the Saturday after that might potentially be the quiz as well. Yeah, we'll probably September time we'll try and organise it for. If it's a hit, we'll probably try and do a tournament each month. Like I say, if the other admin guys have got other ideas, we'll get them in as well. But yeah, let's have a look at the comments before we go. I doubt I've got any because I've still only got 1 viewer. It's always better to be safe, I don't want to go and not interact with you guys. I mean, I've got other decks as well. I've got like Elemental Hero deck, a Dark deck. Try and organise it for. If it's a hit, we'll probably try and do. Obviously, my Dark Magician deck. What I might do is after this, I will put my Egyptian God deck link down below if I can figure out how to do it. I think it's like 2 or 3 parts, so I'll get that done. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you don't. comment, subscribe, and all the stuff to say is whip it, live long and prosper. It's turtle power, and it's morphin time, and nanu nanu.